Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is February the 3rd, 2017. So there are going to be two shows today. This one, I'm trying something new. And then later at 4 p.m., it's This Week in Bitcoin, our roundtable show that we try to keep under an hour that will sum up the week. And you'll have some exciting guests. Shane, the Independent Optimist, James Bond, the mysterious YouTube channel host of, he talks about altcoins, and the legendary Lorian Gamaroff, the Roger Ver of South Africa. And since you're tuning into the show, it's the only place I'm saying who my surprise guests are. So you heard it here first. All right, so follow my Twitter, as I said before on a previous video at TechBalt, TechBalt. I send out tweets that say when I'm going to be on the air and other interesting stuff. Read the entire note section below this video. Also, we have all sorts of great information below, discounts you can get, addresses, see what cryptos I have, all sorts of interesting things. Anyway, so here, we're doing a morning show. It's after 9 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm kind of testing something out because I think we're going to have a reoccurring show about Africa, and we'll talk about that later today in the This Week in Bitcoin show. But we might have a weekly or every other week show about Bitcoin in Africa that will probably be around this time on a day in the middle of the week. So there's a little preview for you. And yes, please check out last night's video or yesterday afternoon's video, whatever. It's linked to below, and watch all my old videos. There's lots of good stuff, but you might have missed last night's video because we're doing two videos today. Again, I do post a new video here every day. Sometimes you get two. It's fun stuff. So Bitcoin has surged into the 1020s again. And the China premium is actually back a little bit. The OKCoin exchange is, people are paying what, $20, $30 more now? I don't know. My radiator's going off in the background. That's that noise. Don't worry. Nothing, no problem. But yeah, China, people are paying more there. That's interesting. Keep an eye on that, but not much more. Nothing too insane. I just wanted to bring that up. Tone Vase has a very interesting link to his trading view profile. And he says that there's a resistance around 1150, around the all-time high of Bitcoin. And then it's going to break some ground after that, and that's the last resistance level before it moons. So he mentions the summer, $2,000 this summer. Hey, is this the beginning of it? Tone has been pretty good about some of these technical predictions lately. I will give him a lot of credit on that, and he'll be back on the show soon enough. Don't worry. So yeah, maybe we're on the road to 2,000. I don't get my hopes up too much, but that would be great. So this summer is going to be interesting, and yeah, it'll involve some Segwit hype also that leads us to that road if we actually go down that road fully. I do agree with Tone that we'll probably hit the high in the middle of by the end of the year, we won't be at the all-time high. There will be a drop-off, but that's another story. Dash, why is it it's surging? Surging, baby. It's gone past Ethereum Classic in market cap. I will link to that. It's right next to Monero now, and it's at $17. So what's going on with that? I'm not exactly sure. But good. But what I wanted to say about Dash though, and I keep thinking about, I was on my Trezor yesterday. And by the way, again, if you need help setting up your Trezor, contact me. My contact information is below. If you need a crypto consultation, my contact information is below. A lot of people are getting these Trezors, and they get it because they just want to store their Bitcoin. Okay, these are I've described these people before. They're buy and hold type of people. They're very worried about storage, and people should be concerned about storage. But they're super, and sometimes, lots of times, they own precious metals already too. They're maybe over 40, over 50, which is great. I mean, there's a great level of responsibility in the people purchasing Trezors, and everyone should follow their lead. in terms of being responsible with your Bitcoin instead of like blowing it on cloud mining and altcoins, but we'll get into that later. So no, so with the Trezor, I was on my Trezor again, and I see it's so easy to put your Dash on it now. And then you see the words, Dash up there. And it just made me rethink this entire Dash thing. And I know people are going to start yelling about this Instamine or whatever it might have had. Let's put that to the side. Put that to the side for a second. We're just talking about what's going on with new people to the space. They don't even understand what that term means. They just want to have Bitcoin. Like, pretend you're like a 50-year-old person who has 10 Bitcoin, and they're all on your Trezor. And all of a sudden you see this thing called Dash on there, okay? You're like, well, what's this? I trust my Trezor a lot. What is this Dash? This is another coin. And is this going to increase the interest in Dash? Is this going to create more holders of Dash? And I know there are people out there that are like, oh, you got to spend your Dash. But I'm talking about what I'm observing here. I mean, this is great free advertising for Dash. I don't know if they worked with Trezor to get on there, if there was some behind the scenes stuff, or if it was totally like Trezor is like, we got to have some altcoins is the easiest one to put on there. But whatever the reason, it is reaching out into a different part of the cryptocurrency community here, those who care about storage and safety. And some of these people have actually asked me about altcoins before, like what altcoins are there out there that I can buy? What about this Ethereum? But look, now it's on their Trezor. They're seeing the word Dash, and it's comfortable. They're comfortable with it now. And again, it's this transfer of trust from Trezor to Dash to a new, some people who might never have even thought about Dash. I think it's great. And for Dash, I think it's good for Trezor to get more altcoins on there. Not just Dash. Try to get some other ones on there, and we'll see. Maybe, but I think of Dash. I think people who might have had Dash on the exchange before, and now are like, oh, I already own a Trezor. I'll just send it over there. It's going to create more of a holding attitude for Dash. Again, this is a very small scale thing, but we'll see. We'll see. I thought it's an interesting thing because I know. I talk to a lot of there's regular people out there. A lot of people here that are watching this don't talk to, and there's nothing wrong. You just don't. Who do you guys encounter? 15-year-old gold holders who own Trezors often. I do, probably more than you, and it's a good market. People care about storage. Good for Dash, other altcoins. Try to get on these, and the Keep Key. Or I don't know much. I tried to contact the Keep Key guys, by the way. That'll be another video. So CoinMarketCap.com has you can filter out non-mineable and pre-mined coins. And I said that I do not like non-mineable altcoins. I don't tell people to buy any altcoins. I just went through this entire Dash thing, but I mean, people are interested in altcoins. I didn't tell you to buy Dash. I said people are going to think of Dash differently and store it more now. But with these non-mineable and pre-mined coins, I'm not a big fan. But you can filter them out on CoinMarketCap.com, and I will link to that link. So make it totally easy for you, so you don't have to configure everything. But it's pretty easy to configure. But it looks really interesting, the list, when you filter all of those out. I think some people will be like, oh, my favorite altcoin is number 4 now, and it was number 20 before. When you get rid of these other coins, it looks really interesting. So Charlie Lee is up to his tweeting again. Charlie Lee is the guy behind Coinbase, and he is not behind. He works for Coinbase. He's the guy behind Litecoin. He created Litecoin. We'll get to Litecoin soon. And I'm going to link to his Twitter account and his Twitter storm. I mean, he went on a rampage, like 22 tweets explaining why he likes certain altcoins. He gave his top or certain coins because he likes Bitcoin, Litecoin, Decred, and Monero. Again, he's talking this Decred thing up, which is giving legitimacy to this coin Decred. I don't know much about him. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It makes you interested when a guy like that, who is clearly a really honest guy, to a point where he is putting out almost FUD for Litecoin. First of all, he's talking about other coins, and that's fine to do. But he talks about Segwit and Litecoin and his creation of Litecoin in just in a manner where you think, like, is this guy trying to hurt the price? What's this guy trying to do? And he actually, in this Twitter storm, he says something about marketing that, he has some misconceptions about marketing. And again, he's a technical guy. I mean, I'm sure he's a genius. But it just shows you the misconceptions about marketing that are out there. I mean, he almost makes marketing seem like a bad thing. And again, if you're just pumping up a scam coin, yeah, that's not good marketing. And you're just marketing it to naive, young traders. Yeah, that's not, or traders, speculate, whatever you want to call them, flippers, gamblers. If you're just marketing to those people trying to trick them, yeah, that's not cool. But that's not what real marketing is about. Real marketing is about partnerships with Trezor. Real marketing is about getting your spokesperson on videos and getting out into the community, meeting people, meeting businesses. Just getting people to legitimately hold your coin, not for reasons to flip it, but for long term, because there's basics behind your coin that are awesome. And talking about that kind of thing. And again, in the space, there's not a proper marketing. There's not a proper And so if you're a marketing person like me, then it just shows the opportunity that's out there, that there's in this space. And in Africa, by the way, because they don't get marketing very well. That if you combine Africa and Bitcoin and marketing, and you go out there, you're going to be doing real well. People are going to like you. And you speak the English language, especially in those southern countries, you're going to be doing okay. Anyway, Litecoin trade volume. Okay, so the segregated witness, the signaling has started. You can check it out, that update site that I will link to below. And it's really so far it's supposed to get to 75%. And that's going to take a while. At this rate, it's still under 1%, signaling for Segwit approval, all right? And so you have to be patient here, people. I'm sure there have been people that leave comments that are like, why is the price going up of Litecoin? What's wrong? What's wrong? This is a process. People want instant gratification in this world. You got to, part of maturity is not always expecting instant gratification. Long-term thinking. I mean, that again, I repeat these things all the time. I can say it a million different ways, but here's another example of that. So don't like say, oh, Litecoin's dead because less than 1% are going for Segwit right now. Follow the site daily. Follow the news. Tone Vase made an interesting point about Bitcoin segregated witness that you might want to keep in mind. He said that as it goes from whenever they start to try to adopt it and signal with Bitcoin, again, we're a while away from that, but he said when it goes from 25% to 40% in Bitcoin, that range would trigger a Bitcoin price spike. So let's see what happens with Litecoin once it gets up to 25% to 40% adoption, signaling, whatever you want to call it, for segregated witness. Let's see. We're not there yet. I mean, some of these pools might all of a sudden all switch over. I don't know. I don't know the technicalities. What I do know also is the trading volume has increased with both Litecoin and Bitcoin for some reason. Keep looking at a CoinMarketCap, the site. See if the Litecoin volume it's right now is below the Ethereum volume, which is the number 2 cryptocurrency out there. If the Litecoin trading volume goes above the Ethereum trading volume, then people are starting to notice this Segwit thing, okay? So, and if it stays above the Ethereum trading volume, will this boost the price? I can't guarantee anything, but it's something to look at. It's something to look at here. So let's keep a long view here. All right, yeah, there's Tone Vase. Again, I will link the Tone Vase's trading view thing that I mentioned before. All right, altcoin warning to people. I was on the Vcash forum randomly, Vcash Reddit, and I'm going to read you, I'm going to link to this, and this is something all of you altcoin guys have to think about here. Hello, I am very new to cryptocurrency trading. I started the trade on Poloniex, and this is not a native English speaker, on Poloniex platform. I had 11 Bitcoins, changed them to Zcash, which left me with big losses as the price of Zcash fell dramatically. Then, get on that latest hottest thing, guys. That's what happens. Then I switched to trade Vcash. Again, this coin lost its value next day as I bought it. Now I have 30,000 Vcash coins. I can't even sell them as the wallets are disabled, and we'll get to that. I am not sure that this coin can revitalize or even regain its value. How can assure me that I am not right and there's a chance for this coin to be worthy? Please advise. Many thanks in advance. All right, so this guy is like, I want to jump into altcoins. Let me blow my 11 Bitcoin on this Zcash because everyone's talking about the Zcash. Oh no, I just lost everything on Zcash. Let me try a really cheaper altcoin that could just double. And he gets into Vcash. Well, right when he got into Vcash, we encounter another problem with these altcoins. There's some centralization issues. I'm not saying Vcash is centralized. They had a charismatic leader, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He calls himself John Connor, all right? He was known, he was, although anonymous, no one knows who he really is. He was active and kind of like a bitter sounding guy. And then all of a sudden he disappears. Well, he disappears, the price crashes. And then he starts doing weird things to it, apparently. And so the Vcash guys are working hard to solve their problems. I don't know the whole story, but this led to some, I don't know if it was directly involved, maybe because he was causing technical issues with the coin, but these exchanges froze people's funds with the Vcash. And they're still frozen, I believe, on Poloniex. Maybe on the others, they're not frozen. I don't know. Again, I don't know what's up, but this poor guy, it gets frozen. So yeah, your altcoin, if there's some leader that does a freak thing and then the exchanges panic, you can get your altcoin frozen. Again, if you don't control it, that's another, again, that goes back to storage too. But what I'm saying is anything goes in the altcoin world. And you don't know what to expect with these small coins. I mean, that is a freak situation right there. With, combine it with like the guy just lost a bunch on Zcash. Then he goes to this coin where they have a freak leader who does an insane thing. So you never know what you're going to encounter. And again, there's some legitimate things about Vcash and everything. And those guys were very nice to me. And I know some of those, maybe some of the people watching can say what's really going on there. But this story is about warning people what could happen, that it's not all roses and happiness with these altcoins just because like, oh, it doubled the other day and now everyone's on the train. Man, you can get into a world of hurt. I mean, that's not funny. I mean, 11 Bitcoins you blew? It's $11,000. You can get a car. Who knows in this guy's country what you could buy with $11,000? No offense. I don't know where you guys coming from. In Eastern Europe, you can buy a lot of stuff with $11,000. Anyway, so that's it for now. We'll be back later at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the This Week in Bitcoin show. I'm going to be chatting with everyone after this show. Again, I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below. I will see you guys later. Talk to you right now.